You guys, I went to the drugstore to buy a nail polish. A nail polish. I walked out of that drugstore with $80 worth of makeup and no nail polish. I don't know how it happened. It happened so fast. But I mean, I'm really excited to review all of these things, and some of them are things that I already own, like one shade of that I love so much that I wanted another or two other shades of. So I'm excited to kind of show you this really cool mix of different things. Now there was a sale where I went, they had Milani buy one get one 50% off, and they had Revlon buy one get one 50% off. So I kind of went crazy with those brands, but I also have some e.l.f., L'Oreal, Rimmel, well, I said Milani and Revlon, NYX. What else? What else? I think that's it. Wet n Wild. Oh my gosh, so much stuff. I can't wait to show it to you, so let's go ahead and get started. The first thing I picked up was this NYX lip gloss. Now, if you've watched my lip gloss declutter, I mentioned that I love this NYX lip gloss in beige, which of course is a pink color. No idea why they called it that, but I've loved it for years, but it's really, really old, the one that I have, and I kept saying I need to buy a new one, so I finally did. I'm wearing it today. I love this lip gloss. It's definitely top 5 favorite lip glosses of all time, but it might be like number 1 or 2 because this is like the only lip gloss I've ever bought more than one of, and I want to put more on. I love it so much. Now the smell is kind of like cherries, but it's so, oh my gosh, just like pink, but not too pink. It's so perfect for work and going out. Like, it's literally the perfect lip gloss. It is the perfect lip gloss, I think, for any skin tone. It is so beautiful. I love it so much. Glad to have a fresh one so I can kind of throw out that really, really old one. So speaking of favorites, I'll talk about a few of those now because it's kind of a good indicator. If I bought another shade of something, that means I really, really love it. You guys know, love my Rimmel Lasting Finish, but the shade that I have, I'm wearing it today. It is the best foundation I've ever used, but the shade is just a little bit too dark. It works, I mean, I can make it work, but it's just a little bit too dark, so I picked up the next one down, which is 100 Ivory, because this is so inexpensive. I don't feel guilty buying more than one shade. I love that about this. It is the most beautiful satin finish foundation. I have a whole like demo of me applying it and a review of it. I can link it below. It's my favorite ever. Better than Revlon Color Stay, better than any of my old favorites. This is the bomb. I just ordered a pump for this on beautymp.com, so I'm so excited. I got one more Rimmel product, which I'm also wearing with the lip gloss. It's one of their Exaggerate full color lip liners. These are so cheap, under $5. I already have one in East End Snob, which I love, and it's just a little bit lighter than this. But this one is darker. Simba, come here. Hi, puppy dog. What? Hold on. Hi, crazy. No. He ran away. No. So I have it in the shade Enchantment, and this is just a little bit darker than East End Snob, and I'll show you in this swatch here the difference. So oh my gosh, these lip liners are so amazing. I really think they're better than my MAC ones, which I love, but I think these are better. They stay on better, they're creamier. Oh my gosh, I almost bought a couple more, but I have so many lip liners, I'm like, I don't need any more, but I had to have this one because this deeper one I think might be just as useful as East End Snob is. They're both amazing. I would recommend both. They're close, but just a little bit different. The one e.l.f. product I bought this time around, I have so much e.l.f., is this acne fighting gel. Now I have what used to be in this packaging that's called their Zit Zapper, and it has salicylic acid in it. But this one, and it might be the same formula, I don't know, but this one says it has salicylic acid, tea tree, and aloe. And it's just a little roller ball that you kind of roll on any blemishes you have. I always travel with one of these, always, because I don't want to bring like a whole skincare regimen, but this is a great, really quick, easy to travel with thing that you can throw in your makeup bag or in your quart-sized clear bag if you're flying. And it's just great. It really will tackle blemishes. Do I think it is the most effective thing in the universe? No, but I always reach for it even when I'm at home if I have a blemish. It's my kind of first line of defense. So I love this stuff. I hope it's the same, or maybe it's even better, but it was $2. Can't lose with that. I also bought another of my beloved L'Oreal Voluminous. I love a lot of mascaras, But this is the only mascara I constantly go back and repurchase. And if I don't have one in my collection at any given time, I have to go buy one because I go back to it after every mascara because I'll try one and I like it, but then I go back to this one and I feel like I didn't use it today and I feel like my lashes could use some zhuzhing up. So this is what I always go for. This time I got the waterproof black because my wedding is coming up soon, so I want to try this out and see if I like it. I'm also going to San Diego and I'll be a little sweatier there than I have been here, so I don't know. I'm excited. I've never tried the waterproof formula and I'm sure it's just as amazing. We will see. I got like 9 more products. I told you it was a lot. So the only Wet n Wild thing I picked up this time is one of their Mega Last colors. I have a couple that I love. But this one is way different. This is in Raven Raisin, and it's just this really deep, kind of purplish toned color. And what I love about these is that they're so virtually matte. And I do think that if you do have dry skin on your lips, these don't work because they are so dry. But you cannot beat $1.99, and they've got a huge color range. I think these are awesome to have in your collection, especially for colors that you know you're not gonna wear a lot like this one. I think it's great because you can have that option without having to spend a lot of money on like a MAC lipstick or an even more expensive one. I think these are pretty darn good, and I'm excited to give this one a try. I probably won't be wearing it in the spring and summer, but I'm excited to just have it in my collection. I actually had a few more of these in my cart at the store, but I was at like the self-scan and I couldn't get the scan to work on the last 2. So I was like, oh my gosh, forget it. And there was like a whole line of people. I'm like, forget it. I was getting all frustrated and flustered. So I didn't end up buying the other 2, but I did buy this. I'll probably eventually go back and get the other colors. So my last grouping of products are a bunch from Milani and a bunch from Revlon because these were the ones that were on sale. So I bought 4 different products of each. The Milani ones, the first thing I grabbed was their eyeshadow primer. I have heard really good things about this, and I mean, honestly, I don't have really oily eyelids, so I don't find that, I find that pretty much any primer works for me. That's what I'll say, but this one has a nude color, and so I'm hoping it will help to kind of cancel out any like veining I have or any discoloration, just to make it so I have a blank slate. A lot of times I'll use my MAC Paint Pot in Painterly because it is a nude color, and that's thicker than this, but I do think this is gonna be nice to just have as a drugstore option for something that has that nude color like my Too Faced Shadow Insurance does as well. And I finally got another one of the Milani matte colors. Right now, the only one I have is Matte Blissful, and I got rid of all my other Milani lipsticks that were regular because of the smell. It really does make me sick to my stomach. But the matte ones have like a sweeter smell. It's not the same at all. So Matte Blissful is like a light pink. This one is Matte Naked, and it's much more of a classic nude color that everyone's going gaga over right now. I do think it's really pretty. The matte formula that Milani uses is very moisturizing for a matte lip color. I do, though, it does need a lip liner because they are a little moisturizing, so they can tend to crawl outside of your lip line unless you line with something close. So this is a beautiful color. I'm really excited to wear this. Like real excited. I love these. And honestly, their packaging always looks so high end. And I know that doesn't really matter, but if you're a beauty junkie like me, it totally makes you want to buy it. It's so smart of them to make really cute packaging. Another Milani product I bought is their Shadow Eyes, but this is in Almond Cream, and it's one of their matte colors. Now again, same idea, when I got this primer of theirs, this I would use as a primer as well and just kind of color on my lid and then just rub it in with my fingers and have kind of like a MAC Painterly, just a matte cream colored base for me. Now, obviously, if you are not my skin tone at all, if you're much darker skin, this would not work for you the same way. And it did look like they had some other deeper colors that were brown, but I don't know that they were matte, so I don't know if it would work the same. But I am excited to give this one a try because I've heard really good things. The last Milani product I bought was the Milani Baked Blush, and this is one of their matte ones, and I've been eyeing this sucker forever. It's in the shade Delicioso Pink, and it's just a really matte, vibrant baby pink. And I actually put it on today. I had already had a blush on, but I wanted to try this. I didn't realize how pigmented it was, and so when I applied it to this cheek, it was like boom, like clown pink. Literally, I saw myself and went, oh, no, and it looked like an actual clown. Hey, Daddy.
Hello, Jessica's dad. This is my darling.
You are so cute, Daddy. I can smell that cigar smoke from a mile away.
All right, I'm gonna give my horse a ride.
love him. Okay, so anyway, so when I applied it to my cheeks, it was like clown pink for real. I could not believe it. But of course I blended it out with like my foundation brush that I had some foundation on from earlier. So it worked out well. I think this is an absolutely beautiful, beautiful blush. You just have to be light with it, which I learned quickly. And again, the packaging, come on. Now the other matte one they had at the store I was at, which is called Meyer. Most people don't have a Meyer near them, but was a much more vibrant, I mean, this is already vibrant. It was like a color I would never wear, like an orange, but if you had darker skin, it would look beautiful. So that would be another option. Now, my last 4 products are from Revlon, and I am I have never tried any of these. And they're like, I've never even heard anything about any of these, so I'm so excited to review these. The first thing I picked up was this Revlon Photo Ready Airbrush Effect. And I've got to be honest, every time I've ever seen their products in these packaging, I thought they were like the spray things. And I'm not all about that like airbrush life, so I have always just overlooked it, never even thought about it. But they had this shade that I thought would be perfect for my skin because it is a little yellower. I know on camera it looks kind of crazy, but when it's blended out, I have a feeling this will be perfect. It's in the shade 002 Vanilla. And I know that their vanilla shade in their Nearly Naked is a perfect color match for me. This seemed a little bit deeper, but I don't know. I'm so excited to give this a try. I have no idea what to expect, but I do love that it's got a pump, and I think the packaging is cute now that I know it's not like a spray. I don't know why I thought it was. So I will let you guys know. I might do a whole review demo video on this because I haven't really heard a ton about this. Next product I got, I have never even seen in the stores, and it's the Revlon Color Stay Concealer. I almost called it a nail polish. And I found it in the lightest shade 01 Fair, and it's actually light. I feel like so many drugstore concealers don't actually go light, but this one actually is really light and kind of gray toned, which I think might be really nice. It'll actually provide a contrast between my under eye and the rest of my face. So I am really excited to give this a try. It's just got a classic doe foot applicator. I don't know what to expect. It is thin, but it looks like it's got pretty good coverage. I'm just excited. I don't know how I've never heard anyone talk about this. They have their Color Stay concealer that I've tried that has like a, it's this shape, but it has like a sponge on the top, and you twist the bottom and it comes through, but it's like a hard sponge, and I hated that stuff. I don't know if this is like the same formula but different packaging, but they had both for sale in the store, so I can't imagine them being the exact same actual formula. But I am really excited to try this. I will definitely let you guys know. Maybe I'll do like a 2-in-1 review. I don't know though, because these aren't even the same line, but we'll see. The next thing I picked up is a Revlon lip color, and this is their Color Stay Ultimate Suede in the shade Socialite. And it just kind of looks like a peachy. I haven't swatched this yet. Yeah, it's kind of a more sheer wash of color. I thought these would be like really pigmented the way that I don't know why I thought that. But it's more of a sheer glossy finish. And this is like a kind of a peachy color, but it's not too orange peachy that, you know, a really orange peach looks crazy on someone with fair skin, at least on mine it does. But this looked like a much more wearable, and I loved the name Socialite. It makes me think of like olden days, like Paris Hilton, ridiculousness, Socialite. I guess Kim Kardashian is the new Socialite, isn't she? The last thing might be the thing I'm the most excited about. This is the Revlon Rose Glow highlighting palette. So the shade is Rose Glow. They had a few of these, but this one looked like I could actually, I mean, it looks like a really pinkish highlighter, but it looks like I could also wear it just as a wash of kind of a pinkish glow color, like a blush. And when you swatch them all together, it is a really pale pink shade, but it does have a little bit of color to it. And you guys, is this not the most beautiful thing you've ever seen? Oh my gosh. And of course you could just, you know, get a little bit of more of the highlighting shade, but oh, that's just a totally different color, more like peach. Of course I still have the old stuff on there. Anyway, I am so excited, and I loved that the packaging was actually pretty thin. I don't know why, but I feel like a lot of drugstore packaging for blush is always either really bulky or it just has like that room for the little brush that I never use, so I hate that. But this one was packaged really well. I think for most skin tones this would truly just be a highlight, but if you are as fair as me, I am so excited about this stuff. Oh my gosh, I can't, like part of me wants to take off my blush and put this on. So those, I think, are all of the things that I got. I know it was a lot, but let me know what you are the most interested in me reviewing. You guys know the way I do reviews is I demo them while I review them, just so you can see what they actually look like when you're applying them instead of just talking about it. So let me know what you're interested in me reviewing down below. Subscribe if you'd like. I can link my other drugstore hauls that I've done, like in January and February and March, I think. My huge drugstore hauls that I do. And subscribe if you would, and I'll catch you guys in my next one. Bye.